social life that we often experience, so many questions arise within ourselves, such as what keeps us healthy and happy as we go through life. If you were going to invest now in your future best self, where would you put your time and your energy? There was a recent survey of millennials asking them what their most important life goals were, and over 18% said that a major life goals for them was to get rice, and another 50% of those same young adults said that another major life goal was to become famous, and we're constantly pushed to lean into work, to push harder and achieve more. We're given the impression that these are the things that we need to go after in order to have a good life. Pictures of entire lives, of the choices that people make, and how those choices work out from them. Those pictures are almost impossible to get. Most of what we know about human life we know from asking people to remember the past, and as we know, hindsight is nothing but 20 by 20. We forget vast amounts of what happens to us in life, and sometimes memory is downright creative. But what if we called what's after life as they unfold through time? What if we could study people from the time that they were teenagers all the way into old age, to see what really keeps people happy and healed? We did that. The Harvard study of adult development, and it's the longest running study of adult life ever undertaken. The study is a very step-by-step study. Almost a project like this has been before long years. I think this kind of research is very difficult because we can ask every problem that each person experiences. We've learned three big lessons about relationships. The first is that social connections are really good for us and that loneliness kills. It turns out that people who are more socially connected to family, to friends, to community are happier, they are physical healthier, and they live longer than people who are less well connected, and the experience of loneliness turns on to be toxic. People who are more isolated than they want to be from others find that are less happy, they're healthy, the cycliness earlier in midlife. Their brain maintaining the cycles sooner, and they live shorter lives than people who are not lonely. And we know that you can be lonely in a crowd and you can be lonely in a marriage. So the second big lesson that we learned is that's not just the number of friends you have, and it's not what here or not you're in a community relationship, but it's the quality of your close relationship that matters. It turns out that living in the midst of conflict is really bad for our health. The third big lessons that we learned about relationship and our health is the good. Relationship don't just protect our bodies, they protect our brains. So this is message the good. Close relationships are good for our health and well-being. This is wisdom that's as of us here. We must be able to learning to even of the past and become lessons in the future by how we can live a happy and healthy life. When we build a life, well then our relationship will always improve with anyone. Then that is the meaning of life. I'd like to close with a quote from Bahruddin Yusuf Habibi: "Life like you will die tomorrow, and be happy like you will live forever." Thank you.